Money is actually everywhere, all around us. Money is everywhere, but unfortunately, money is hiding somewhere. The question is, how do we find the money that's actually hiding somewhere? Now, it is a question of knowing where the money is actually hiding. If you don't know where money is actually hiding, it is going to be very difficult for you to make money. What makes you to make money, or what differentiates you from those that have and do not have, is your ability to know where money is actually hiding. So knowing fully well where money is hiding will give you the propensity and the audacity and the confidence to actually locate money and what, and secure the money where it is actually hiding. Now, today, in our contemporary world, a lot of people are actually looking for money, but unfortunately, they don't know where to find them. Now, for you to be able to locate money, you need what we call knowledge and understanding. Understanding will make you to stand very well and to be able to understand the principle of money. And understanding the principle of money makes you to stand out among your peers. Those that have knowledge have the power over other people, because there is actually a saying that knowledge is a power and that ideas rules the world. Those that have the ideas today are the one ruling the world. So knowledge is power, and it creates what I call a results. But not everybody have the understanding, have the knowledge of where money is actually hiding. Now, for you to be able to understand where money is actually hiding, I am going to take you through some step by step of knowing where money is actually hiding. Like I said, money is everywhere, money is all around us. But the question is, where do you know where money is actually hiding? When you know where money is actually hiding, it gives you an edge, it gives you an upper hand, and it makes you to be different from your peers that are still searching for where money is hiding. Now, for you to be able to understand where money is hiding, the first thing you should know is that money hides in the problem. Yes, money hides in where we call a problem. Every problem is money. When you create a solution to a problem, it gives you money. Now you ask yourself that what distinguishes the rich or the entrepreneur or business owner from other people? What distinguishes them or separate them from other people or makes them to be differ from other people is because they are able to identify the problem in the society, and when they understand the problem in the society, they are able to also provide a solution to the problem. So when you are actually able to provide a solution to a problem, then money will come to you. So every problem is money when you provide a solution to the problem. People are going to reward you for what? For solving the problem for them. And the mechanism or the area or the barometer that is used as a measurement of reward for providing a solution to the problem is actually money. So money hides in problem. So you must be creative for you to be able to identify a problem and profiling a solution to the problem. So when you profile a solution to a problem, that means that what you have seen there money, because people are going to reward you for the solution you have actually provided. So money lies in what? In the problem. So today, you should be able to identify a problem and what and find a solution to it, either as an inventor, as an innovator, as an entrepreneur, or what, or a business owner. Number two, for you to be able to understand where money is actually hiding, you must understand that money hides in what? In people. Money actually hides in people. Now you ask me, how does money hide in people? If you have a value to offer to the people, doing there is that they are going to release money for you. What am I saying here? What I'm saying there is that when money hides in people, if you have the value or what you can offer to people, what you can actually offer to people, when you offer that thing which you have to the people, what you are doing there is that you have been able to provide a solution to their problem, and because you have been able to provide a solution to their problem, they are going to release money to you. So there are many people in the world with money. If you have value, you can actually tap into their money, because they are going to consult you for the value you actually have. So they release their money to you. You are offering value to people for money. You are offering value to people for money. So when you say that money hides in people, it means that you as an individual, you must have a value which you are willing to offer to people. And when you offer such a value to people, they are going to give you money in return for the value you have actually offered to them. Another one, which is very significant, is that money hides in opportunity. There's an adage that says that opportunity comes in a lifetime, once in a lifetime. And that is very important. It's very important that we should be able to understand when opportunity arises in our life. You need to be able to understand and identify what we call opportunity. And when you understand what is called opportunity, you should be able to maximize the opportunity. In other words, you must be prepared at all times whenever people beckon to you or call upon you to offer your value to them, to offer your services to them. So you must seize an opportunity. You must see opportunity in every situation. And when you are able to see opportunity in every situation, your life can be better, because that is going to generate what we call money. So opportunity hides in the money. So an opportunity hides in the money. Now what we're saying there is that every day you should be able to identify and maximize your opportunity, because that is what is going to create what we call wealth for you. But unfortunately, people don't seize opportunities when they comes to them. They cannot even identify what is called an opportunity. So as an individual, you need knowledge and understanding to be able to understand and see clearly when such an opportunity actually comes to you. And when it comes to you, what do? You seize the opportunity and maximize the opportunity. Now, number 4, opportunity lies or hides in your talent and your potential. Every human being is born with an innate talent and the potential. But unfortunately, most of us do not maximize or utilize this talent that is given to us by God. Now, there is talent in you when you are born to sustain it. When you are born to sustain a talent, that means that you have actually utilized a talent. It is actually a potential. A talent is actually a potential. So when you have a talent, you have what we call a potential. When you have a talent, you have what we call a potential. So your profit is tied, your money is tied, your resources is tied to your potential. So you need to be able to discover it and also explore your talent. Some people, they have what we call misrepresentation of talent. That is, some people have the talent to sing, but unfortunately they find themselves in the banking sector. Some people have the talent to teach other people, but unfortunately they become a doctor. So you should be able to discover what your talent is, because your talent will give you what we call money when you maximize it, and when you also explore your talent. Number five, your money hides in what? In the ideas. Money hides in ideas. Now, this is very important. You see, those that use the word today are those that have the ideas. They have the ideas, they have the thoughts, they have what it takes to turn something into another thing. Do you get it now? Now, I could remember, somebody once told me that as a human being, you must have a thinking room. You must have a thinking room. And if I ask you or ask ourselves, do we actually have a thinking room? Do you have a place where you can sit down every day in your life, maybe for an hour, and you begin to imagine ideas in your brain and you begin to write them down as they come up to you? Do you ever do that? Most of us don't have the time. Now, when you talk about ideas, ideas actually use the word. They are what eyes have not seen and ears have what have not heard. Something that is unique, something that is spectacular, something that is different. That's what we call idea. Ideas are what? A solution that your mind provides. So when you have a thinking room, your idea will work, will flow easily, and as they are flowing to you, what do? You write them down or you track them down. They are taught, and they are actually taught that you as an individual must transform into reality. Do you see? You must transform into what? Into reality. Now you ask yourself, how do we that are actually in this line of what of teaching, how do we come up with topics? They are actually ideas that will develop over time. So you too, as an individual, you must develop your own ideas so that you can turn it and transform it into what I call reality. Now, another one is that ideas hide in what? In goods and services. Ideas actually hide in what? In goods and services. Now, every human being has what? A potential, of course. But it will be unfortunate when you cannot actually explore your potentials, because your potentials will bring out what we call goods and what? And services. So idea highs in what? In goods and services. So people will pay you when you have a product and services that you want to sell to them. Do you get it now? So you must have a product and services that you are willing to sell to people. And when you offer your product and services to people, which are unique and spectacular and different, do you get it now? You get paid and you get what you are looking for. And what is that thing you are looking for? You are actually looking for money. So a lot of people have ideas but cannot transform it. So you must be able to package your ideas into what people can actually pay for. Do you get it now? Now you can, I could remember some time ago when I first packed into my house. It's actually a site, and most people were not actually there, and there was no electricity or whatsoever. I developed the idea that wow, I can actually sell, maybe frozen food. I can actually sell, ice blocks. I can actually sell soft drinks and the rest of them that are very cold and what and cheap. Even though there was no light, they have to look for an opportunity or an avenue where I have to do what I call calculations on where to get a nice producing machine, the price of a freezer, and how much was going to cost me. That's an idea. So as a human being, you must be able to develop your idea. So when you develop your idea, it turns into into goods and services when it becomes a reality, which people are willing to pay for. So your idea is a solution because it has been able to evolve from your imagination into a reality. In other words, you are offering goods and services to people that needs these services, that actually need the goods and the services. So one can be gifted and still be poor. It is possible because a lot of people are dwindling or they are swimming in what I call the tsunami of illiteracy. They swim in what I call the tsunami of illiteracy, which is born out of what I call pride. How can I, a whole me, a graduate, do something like this? No, you don't have to think like that, because out of what somebody used to say in another that is enu kiniun niwowa. What does that mean? That is, money is in the mouth of what? Of the lion. Can you dare a lion? Can you overcome your fear? Can you overcome your pride? Can you overcome those things that can weigh you down and make you to jump out as a giant and think and what? And form your imagination and transform them into what? Into reality. And when you transform them into what? Into reality, it becomes what? Money at the end of the day when you are able to sell it to those that actually need the goods and the services. Now, money lies in what? In vision. People, in our society, in our contemporary time, people actually lack wisdom, and people perish because of lack of wisdom. Do you understand now? When you have a wisdom, you can turn something into what? Into a reality. When you have wisdom, I mean a vision, you can turn something into what? Into reality. So your vision can turn a product into what? Into goods and services. So vision brings about a provision. Do you get it now? Vision will bring about provisions. Idea die when there is no provision, when there is no vision. Do you get it now? So when you have an idea, it will die when you don't have what? The vision. So people die due to lack of knowledge, because when you don't apply knowledge, then there is no possibility that your vision can work and become a reality. So it is better to fail trying than not even starting anything at all. So people will show up when you have something to offer to them. Do you get it now? So you must have a vision. Money is actually hiding a vision. What is your vision as a human being, as a person? Do you have a vision? Do you have a dream? Do you have an imagination? Do you have something that you want to provide to the society that the society actually needs, that can fetch you money at the end of the day? Have you ever thought or find yourself in a room where you think for some few minutes every day and you develop ideas and concepts on how to solve problems in your society and transform them into auto reality and make money for yourself? So you don't have to wait for the government to provide job for you. You don't have to wait for your uncle to give you something to eat. The power of what? Of wealth is actually in your own hand. It's actually in your own hand. Now, money also lies in what? In the work. In work. A lot of people, make the mistake because number one, people don't want to work. Do you get it now? This is a society whereby people don't want to work. They are looking for a job. And if you belong to the category of people that are looking for a job and are not looking for a work, then there's going to be what? A difficulty in actually what? Actualizing your dream. Now, I will need to explain this very, very well. Work and jobs are never the same. Do you understand? Now, a job is what you do to earn a living, and work is what you have that has been able to create something for you at the end of the day, which is what I call the wealth. Now, people are actually looking for a job, but they avoid their work. People will tell you that, well, I'm going for a job interview, but they will not tell you that I'm going for a work. Do you get it now? People will tell you that I'm going for a job, not a work, because they know that there is always work around. There's something for you to do. But the problem is that people do not want to actually do a lot of things. They want a soft landing, or they want a job description that fits into what they actually want, into what they actually gone to university to actually do. Not ready to do the work, but willing to do the job. Do you get it now? And when you have that philosophy or idea or thinking, it is going to be very difficult for such a person to actually have a vision and actually actualize that vision. So people look for job, but they actually avoid their work. Work will always engage you, and it will bring out your innate gift that you have in your heart, in you, and it will actually speak for you at the end of the day. So work will sustain you. It will discover your purpose. You understand now? And when you have a work, or that is something that you are doing, irrespective of of your job, then you will discover that people are willing to give you anything at any point in time for you to do. Do you get it now? And when you are engaged in work, you avoid what I call the rat race. So you must face your fear. You must face your fear and challenge it as well. So instead of looking for a job every time, you have been looking for a job and the job is not forthcoming, you go for this interview, they don't give you the job. Why don't you look for a work? Have you ever imagined or thought about it that you can actually go to a company and say, man, you write to a company with a very good English and everything, that guys, I'm willing to work for you for the next 6 months without even paying me. Then at the end of 6 months, you can decide whether you want to retain me or what or not. You will discover that no company that you write such a thing to that will not ask you to come and start a work with them. Do you see it now? That they will not ask you to come and start a work. And when you get there, you try to prove your worth at the end of the day. And with God on your side, and with hard work, and with what? With transparency and honesty and everything that you are putting into that work, at the end of the day, the company may have to retain you and begin to pay you, even when you are doing work for that company instead of what? Or the job. They will still pay you because they need to sustain you, your transportation, your feeding, and the rest of it. Though they might not be giving you the required amount of money that they are supposed to give you, but they will still give you something at the end of the day. In other words, you are able to provide food on your table. Do you get it now? Now, the last one, which is not the least, is that money lies in what? In the Almighty God. Now, the question is, why I decided to include this one is because everything we do in life, God is actually what? Involved, and is the supernatural God, and He has the supernatural power, and there's nothing that God cannot do. Do you get it now? There's nothing God cannot do. God is supernatural, and there's nothing that is impossible for Him to do. He has the power to do the impossibility, and God has given you that power, that authority to have dominion over everything. But unfortunately, a lot of us are still, afraid today of what? Of our limitations, and of what we don't actually, that doesn't even make any sense to us at the end of the day, because we did not sort the face of God. Now, God can actually sort us out because He can do all things. There is money in God. Do you pay your tithe? Do you pay your offering? Do you get closer to God? Are you still living in sin or doing all sort of things that that will not add value to, or that will not promote the name of God in your life? This is 2024. You need to get closer to God. We are talking about what? Building wealth and becoming rich and having something at the end of the day that you can rely upon in the future, in your retirement, in the next 20 years, 25, 30, 40 years. But in all these things, you still need to involve God. So money eyes in God. You understand now? So in other words, if you have a very good relationship with God, God is going to direct your path to where you should actually go. And when He directs your path to where you should actually go, then what are you waiting for? Everything becomes what? Possibility for you instead of what? Of a impossibility. So in other words, you must seek the face of God, because God has what? The power to do all things. And He has given you what? The power and the authority to have dominion over everything. But you need to have a friendship. Now, the issue is that God can sort you out of the majority, among the multitude of people. If you have a good relationship with God, God can sort you out of so many multitude of people, and your situation can change for better. In other words, whatever you are doing now, whether you are creating wealth or building wealth or making your life to be very easy or whatsoever, remember you must put God there first. You must have a very good relationship with Him so that He can direct your path wherever you go on every day, so that your foot will not be dashed against this stone. So God can take you out of the obscurity and take you to where you can actually be seen. It can take you from where that is dark into the place where there is actually light, where people can actually discover you. This is 2024. You need to understand the dynamism of money and how money works, and where you can actually what? Get money, where it's actually hiding. Money is hiding everywhere. There's money everywhere. Have you ever imagined expatriates coming into Nigeria? They will not come into this country with anything. At the end of the day, these guys are what? Are making millions and millions and billions of naira, whereas the citizens of the country are still wallowing what's in the poverty. Like an Indian man told me that in the streets of Nigeria, there is gold everywhere. What is he trying to say there? There is money everywhere. What you need to do is to discover where that money is. That money can be in people. That money can be in what? In problem. That money can be in your vision. that money can be in your work, that money can be in your what? In your seed. That money can be in your what? In the God that you serve. 2024, don't forget, this is our year of what? Of making wealth and wealth creation. On this note, I'm going to stop on this topic of what? Of actually knowing where money is actually hiding. To our returning subscribers, we say a very big thank you. God bless you all. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe now. And don't forget to share our videos to people out there that actually need this video. Till we see next time, thank you all and God bless you. Bye bye. Keep safe and enjoy this festive period and season. Bye bye.